What's up, Blade Breakers? We've got back-to-back blue unboxings. I didn't plan it that way, but this is the first bay in the UX line, and that means unique. That's what the U stands for. So you can see the blader right here that uses him, and this is Dranbuster. Really, really solid attack type, and I cannot wait to unbox this guy. 70 in attack, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is the highest we've seen so far. I'm not sure. I know Shark Edge was about like 65-ish or something like that. And then we've got the 160, which is insane. And then we've got the A bit. And that is going to be pretty much the gist of it. We'll go ahead and open this up for you guys. I think that the UX line's really, really cool. I was glad to be able to get my hands on it, and I can't wait for Hasbro to actually, be the ones who are going to also release this to the US, because I gotta tell you, it's expensive to get some of these UX bays from Japan, and they are not cheap. So obviously QR codes, you can scan those, and that'll get you stuff on the Beyblade X app for Takara Tomy. And this one comes with a launcher, and honestly, it is not a launcher I am necessarily going to use. If you guys want to purchase some launchers off of me, we'll go ahead and just cut this. Honestly, I'm not really trying to sit here all day and do this, but if you guys want to buy a launcher off of me, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Obviously, you still have some of these that are going to be kind of tangled or mangled and stuff like that. I don't think it affects the performance. I have never heard anyone be like, oh, the launcher ripcord is kind of bent there, you're gonna lose, or something like that. So don't worry about it. If you are worried about it, you can always just buy one off of me, and you don't have to. You can actually just chill, order a ripcord and launcher from me, and I will, there that goes, off to Neverland with Peter Pan. And then obviously the launcher here. I'll sell these bad boys to you guys if you want. Just let me know if you want to buy one, and we'll ship it to you. So I do like the blue. Obviously, these launchers are the best for a reason, and everyone is using them on their standard launcher. And my hands aren't necessarily too big. They're kind of on the average side, but you can see I can hold this with my full hand. As long as I watch this finger, it doesn't get caught up where the bay will hit it. Really good size launcher. And I have so many of them from the unboxings, I'm not going to use them. So if you guys want to buy one, maybe like buy a couple for $20, $15, or maybe we'll sell one for like 10, because I know Hasbro is selling theirs for like $15 to $20 for just one of these, and it's not even one that has like the blue and stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments below. We'll kind of set the launcher aside and get all the stuff in frame so we can check it out. All right, you guys, so we went and retrieved the bit here. Now this is A, and that is XL or a cell. Kind of depends how you want to say it. It is a really nice bit. Honestly, like the acceleration and attack you're going to get from this is pretty good. And the gears do go a far way down, and it has good resistance. So overall, I think it's a good bit, and I'm not really sure why they are doing defense types so dirty, because all the defense types do not have that kind of bit. They have the one that just does not work, and it doesn't really do well for defense types. This is the Blade Dranbuster. You can see the attack point here. This is going to give you a ton of smash attacks. They show it on the box a little bit, right? Where he kind of bursts the bay. It's kind of supposed to be like one singular point of contact. They didn't really have anything that was like this in the original saga. I mean, they had bays that were, ones you would see have really good attack or something like that. But you really only saw it once you got into Metal Masters with Race Striker and Masamune. They would have their horn and it would pierce the sky, if you guys get that reference. This is insane. I really am digging the look of this. And I can't wait for Hasbro to release one so that I can battle with this. Because, I gotta tell you, I'm not going to battle with this. I am going to keep the Takara Tomy stuff for shorter unboxings that we don't battle with. The ratchet is insane, you guys. So high resistance bit, really good attack. That's the Excel bit. And then this is the ratchet, which, as you can see, it's just one. It's only 1 point. It is a 60 height, which is kind of nice, I guess. Gonna get a little bit more upper attack, so you could put this on like a Shark Edge or something like that to kind of boost the attack power. But the kind of point of this, right, in a non-literal sense, excuse the pun, the point of this is for bursting. It's going to hit the bay all in one spot. It's gonna line up with the sword here, right? And you're gonna see 1 point of attack slam into your opponent. And they're supposedly supposed to burst. I mean, we'll see how it works when we get the Hasbro version. You can also, if you like, actually set it up like this to give it more of a balance feel. So we'll look at the weight here in a sec. But if you're going for kind of a balance feel when you're using this, you can do it that way. Or turn it around. And you don't have to worry about it. You'll just get some huge attacks in, hopefully burst your opponent. With a good driver like bit like this, really going to see a lot of bursts and a lot of carnage. I think it's honestly a really good combination and not something I would have expected. And with the main character being a balance type, we'll unbox that one next. I mean, it's gonna be hectic. I really am not the keenest on attack types, but I kind of like this one. It's decent. It looks like it hits really hard. And if you guys don't know, the UX line actually has changed the ripcord launcher hooks. So when you launch and put your launcher on, it actually hooks in literally. See if I can show you guys slow motion here. Just like that. And then you turn it and it locks in. And so that's what that's for. And these ones are actually clear and they're made out of plastic. So if you remember, we have another drawn, right? Another drawn Hasbro. This one has metal launcher clips. We'll kind of zoom in there. Metal launcher clips or hooks or whatever you want to call them, so that it will actually stay connected. Now, if you look very closely, really, really close, they are plastic on the bottom. And then these ones are also, see if I can get a good, let's do this one. These are plastic on the bottom there as well. So it doesn't really change anything. It kind of just keeps that metal on the outside to that outer part of the bay. Whereas for the regular general line, you're not going to see that. So a little bit more weight, especially in the tip, obviously, because that's what that's made for. And we will go ahead and probably weigh this here in just a sec. But I think overall the combo itself is going to be really good. I think it's going to be one you see a lot for people that love attack types and want to burst other bays and stuff like that. It's really, really clean. I don't know if you can kind of see, hopefully the glare doesn't make it less visible. There is an X on the bay for both Beyblade X and Common X, which I think means they call him Blader X in Hasbro, if I remember correctly. Once the anime comes out, I'll definitely let you guys know what his name is, but I think it's called Blader X in the Hasbro anime when they dub it. But this is really, really clean. I love the look of this. The stance that it has is really awesome. And for some odd reason, it does look like it'll actually perform well. So some of these bays, they don't have really good balance, but you can always make up for that by switching the ratchet sides or just launching it at kind of a tilt, and that will cause it to circle the stadium in a flower pattern. If you guys remember from the Metal Fight days, flower patterns were really tough. For some reason, not a lot of people understood how to do them, but if you were good at math, I mean, it wasn't too difficult. So we'll go ahead and weigh this bad boy. See if I can get this on screen actually. And we'll go ahead, just to give a reference, see if you guys can kind of see that there. So 38, right? Don't know if the glare's too much for you guys. It's not too much for me because it's right in front of me, but I know the glare can sometimes be pretty difficult. So 36.50. That's crazy. And unless I'm mistaken, yeah, that's only, is it exact? Hold up. It is exact. That is awesome. So it's only 1.5 grams lighter than Phoenix, which is absolutely bonkers that is the case. We'll go ahead and put it to the attack setup and kind of compare it to Phoenix a little bit, because I think Phoenix is a good bay to compare with, because Phoenix is one of the heavier bays that we have. So 46.50, there you go. And then this one, 45, 1.4 grams. That's not much. This is a heavy bay. You're going to see this a lot in attack combos. It's probably going to be fairly competitive, I would say. And it is kind of the upgraded version of Drawn Dagger, or Dagger Drawn. Honestly, you guys, I just read whatever's on the box. And since I've been into Takara Tomy longer, that's kind of the one I use. But I really like the design, and you get like a slightly forward-facing drawn in the bit chip, which, if I'm being honest, is really, really clean. And one thing you'll notice is it does not move. I don't know why that is. You know, if you look at Drawn Dagger, you turn this, bit chip moves. So hopefully this one, right, I'm turning it, it'll be a little bit more resistant to bursts and stuff like that. We'll have to test it out with the Hasbro release and see how good it is. Overall, I really am enjoying this unboxing. I really like the UX line. I really like the attack style blades, and I think this one's all right. I obviously am more, I lean towards stamina, and then if not stamina, defense, and if not defense, balance. So attack is kind of the lowest on the totem pole for me, but I really do enjoy the drawn bit chip there. And the fact that it's actually, like, you can't turn it, I think is really cool. So it gives you a sense of always being the same, just like on the bit chips for the original generation, you couldn't move those either. So hopefully you guys enjoy. That is the unboxing for you. We'll give you one last good look at it, and we'll see you in the next one.